Good evening.
Good evening, Dave.
Just keeps getting better. I thought I was going to follow Heidi, but then Adele comes out. Sings the song, and I thought, how am I going to follow this? Then Leanne hasn't stopped all night. Somebody said Leanne was quiet. Are you going to run in politics at all in the future?
I don't know, do you think I should? Would you vote for me?
Well, I know David is.
Okay, yeah, well, look, we won't rule it out. Anyway, keep going, sorry.
And walk around, you get the crowd interacting. Dean, what sort of an answer was that? You haven't even got an answer now, have you?
You want to talk about the Carlton game?
Hey,
Carlton won that.
when?
We won that.
I watched a different game, we won.
Last 30 seconds of the game.
Doesn't matter, we won. Best team won.
The best wasn't good enough, Carlton.
Just because you barrack for Collingwood, keep out of it.
What's the theme of tonight?
It's a Geelong night tonight.
Back to
Blue and white.
Back to the winning. Thanks.
So after all that, where do I start? Hang on, what have I
Oh,
stood
sorry,
on?
that's an iPad. Just stay stand on that.
Just stood on an iPad.
Just pop that there.
As I stand behind this lectern, I believe. No police academy, I hope, tonight. Well, now I'll change my glasses so I can read my notes. Oh dear. Good, nobody young gets it? Good. You're not young, Heidi. This is take 2 of our family. I'll start the official part now. Anne and I headed off to hospital around 8 a.m. to have another baby. No panicking again, which was good. We didn't have to worry about the hot towels and the boiling water. Adele was born around 4 p.m, another girl. My family is now complete. 2 beautiful girls. Oh, God. This started early. Who could ask for anything more? The honour of walking both of them down the aisle to get married. Oh, thank you, baby. Adele was our little beach ball with hands and feet. Her nickname was Podge. Mainly because every time she opened her mouth, Hannah put food in it. Growing up, Adele wasn't the little princess she is today. She was into everything. Sand pits, mud pies, and always hanging out of trees. Especially the one in our front yard. You'll love that tree. But we moved on from the mud pit stage to boys and parties. We'll never forget the parties and how my garage was set up and transformed. No, they all remember. I remember one party when it was time to go home. It was after the police had been twice, only because the neighbours were complaining about the noise, and it was okay, the noise, it was minimal. They had all the kids that spilled out onto the street, just as Peter turned up. He thought it was Kidinia Park. Had just finished the game and everybody was going home. Well, they were going home, but there was lots of them. But I must say, what a great bunch of kids they are, because they were never any trouble, and a lot of them stay in contact today. In particular, her partner in crime since playgroup, Alexa! Wake up! You talk about Leanne and Adele at the shop, but it was 3 of them, it was 4 of them, and Karen. And but they were the front counter of the shop. And it worked so well. I was never allowed near the front counter, I was just the maintenance bloke out the back. The ugly people had to keep away from the front. So it was just the pretty girls that worked. And also, it was a pleasure to work with them, it really was, because they were so joyful to the customers. The customers loved it. And they made the shop work really so well. As you all know now, Adele is now a research scientist at Peter Mac. and is now completing her PhD. So you can imagine Anne and I weren't able to help much with the homework. But I'm probably from about grade 3. The arithmetic passed both of us. I'm pleased to say the only advice I could give to Adele, which she still uses today before experiments, is measure twice and cut once.
Yes.
We're very proud of how she has followed her dreams. Bear with me. And then, to complete some of her dreams, the princess has found her prince.
I'll add that in my speech.
Oh, I'm first. Sweeping her off her feet to the castle. They have had many exciting holidays and adventures together, but this new adventure for them as husband and wife will bring more adventures and happiness. It's lovely to see Adele so in love and loved so dearly by Wade. Thank you, Wade, for making our baby so happy, and welcome to our family. We know you'll always look after her. I'd just like to finish off with a little story, by sharing a story with Adele and I. I'm a TV-aholic. Anne would agree to that. I love me TV. I've only been watching TV since 1956. There's a 4-year gap there, so I've missed out for 4 years.
And where were you when they landed on the moon? In your classroom.
I was in the classroom, yeah. I was. 21st of July, 1969. Yeah. But Adele likes her telly as well. Doesn't she, Wade?
And bed.
And watch.
Right.
So that means there's babies coming? No.
Oh, yeah, Alicia's wedding first.
Oh, Alicia's wedding first.
I don't care if they're pregnant. No, I want to.
Oh, so there might be 2 lots of babies coming. Yes, there is. Hello, Nathan. So they're going to have babies together. So where were we?
Watching TV. You're watching TV.
Adele would often come out and watch telly while she was doing homework. And she'd say, Dad, we're not watching this doco. No, we're not watching this documentary. Then I'd switch over to Star Trek. No, I'm not watching that, Dad. Well, let me say now, she's a bit of a Trekkie. And I'd like to finish off with the words of Spock. May you live long and prosper. And sorry, there was supposed to be Adele and Wade. Would you live long and prosper?
Well done.
Well done, Dougie. He's a funny man, isn't he? Good work. Nervous for no reason whatsoever. Okay, so now you can relax, Doug. Throw back a few.
Watch out.
Bruce. Look at him, he's already into it. No, let's encourage him. Okay, next we have the mother of the groom, Noreen. Let's give it up for Noreen.
Hi everyone. Bit of a hard act to follow there, Doug. I'm not going to wing it, guys. I did take notice of you, Adele, and I've written something down. I'm sorry it's not a foolscap page about you all, but I'll come good with a few things. Firstly, I would just like to congratulate Wade and Adele on their wedding day and wish them every happiness. I would also like to commend you on today. The venue, just stunning, absolutely beautiful. All your hard work, your planning, your attention to detail has just made this an absolutely special and very memorable day. Adele, you look absolutely stunning. That dress just is, just absolutely beautiful. Sorry, Doug, about all the overtime you're going to have to do, but you know, once Adele sets her mind to something and wants it, there's no turning back. So, well worth the dollars though, Adele. It looks absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. When Wade first found out that I was the one that drew the short straw and was going to be up here saying a few words, he said, "Oh God, Mum, you're not going to tear up on me, are you? You're not going to, cry." And I said, "For God's sake, no, well, I'm not going to cry. Why would I cry?" I thought, "Yay, at long last this has happened. I can't believe this has actually happened." So Adele, thank you for coming to our rescue, because at one stage I thought he was going to be coming away in the Winnebago with us. So thank you. Wayne?
Maybe Mum, you need to buy a Winnebago and get out of our house.
Point taken. But I have been a living housekeeper for a number of months, so I think I've done my duty.
Anyway, let's get back to the speech, shall we?
Wade, we are extremely proud of you, not only for what you've achieved in life so far, but more so for the person you have become. We couldn't wish for any more, and we are extremely proud of you. I know that you and Adele like the better things, the best things in life, and that's probably an understatement. In saying that, I know that you do work hard and save hard for everything you've got. I know you will be an excellent provider for Adele and family at some time. But in saying that, our wish from Ken, Narelle, Matt, our small family, the kids, from us today, is for good health and happiness. Because without those two, the rest is meaningless. So, finally, before I finish, I would just like to thank everyone for coming, for making this a very special day. I know Wade and Adele have... It wouldn't be today without all you people here in your company, so thank you very much for all coming. So if you all just raise your glasses and join with me, I would like to make a toast to both Will and Dale, both Wade and Adele, and wish them both. Wade and Adele, and if everyone could please just wish them both good health and happiness. Thank you. Now I can relax and have a few drinks without all these eyes looking at me.
Well done, Maureen. Thank you very much. I think you'd have to agree we're doing very well on the speeches tonight. It was very funny. Nailing it. All right, Adam. Let's see what you've got. All right, time for the best man. Adam. Let's bring him up here. Yep, sort yourself out.
Don't you want it, Jack? And I buttoned it up too.
Yeah, I'd button that up. Make yourself look nice.
Can't do it. Thanks. make you think it?
Might have been for a bit of police academy too.
Caught the jury.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
Jury.
Oh, yes.
450 jury.
Thank you. It was a great privilege for me today to partake in the marriage of a dear friend of mine, as Wade did for me, and he also did for Aiden. And I have no doubt for the two Lukes when they can pull their arse together. Now, I have the opportunity to say a few words about Wade, but before we get into that, I'd like to raise a toast myself too. So if we'd all be upstanding and raise a toast, please, to our beautiful bridesmaids. To our bridesmaids. No police chatting out of there. Mate, you've done it. You found a beautiful, intelligent woman to cook you tuna and rice for the rest of your life. I did hear someone once say that a relationship was like the Victorian bushfire warning, leave early or prepare to stay and defend. It's not true, it's an institution.
And you're committed.
I am, well and truly. 2 kids down, committed. Now, I've been mates with Wade since our teens, and we've formed a friendship that will last a lifetime. Wade's not only a great friend of mine, but he's also the godfather to Becca, my 2 children, Kira and Noah. And they affectionately refer to Wade and Adele as Uncle Wade and Auntie Adele. Now, growing up, we lived a simple life. Gym. Beach. Pub. Pretty much in that order. In fact, Wade's training was no different to any other professional athlete. He has a pre-season, a competition season, and then an off-season. Winter, beef up. Autumn, strict diet. Summer, perform. Spring, recovery. It's true, isn't it? You know where to find us at the beach, didn't you, Adele? It's the same spot down the steps to the right, about 100 metres of Jan. There are many stories that I could share about Wade, as I'm sure my fellow groomsmen would attest. But I can say, mate, you are still the only person that has ever rung me up and asked me to break him out of a house and he's locked himself in. Still to this day, do not how you know you do that. It's a good possibility. There is one story I'd like to share with you that shows you, kind of highlights Wade's commitment to his mates. It was pre-footy season. I think it might have been the NAB Cup or something. And we decided to head down to the Torquay pub to meet up with a few of the boys. There was me, Wade, the mates, and my girlfriend. Mistake number 1. So it wasn't long before my other half got a little despondent and let's say found some comfort in another man. After returning from the bar, Wade came over to me, pointed out the situation just in case I totally admitted it. Said, "Don't worry, mate, you deserve better. Meet Sal." That was the bloke that Wade was. Now, prior to meeting Adele, it was obvious that marriage was only a matter of time. The manner in which Wade spoke of her spoke volumes. And I remember the first time that I met her, I said to Beck, "He'll marry Adele." And it was long before Wade even wanted to consider that, I thought. But it got to me wondering, what was it that attracted Adele to Wade?
The abs?
He's actually not joking. He's not joking.
Well, was it his charming personality? The gentle swagger that he develops after a couple of beers? I doubt it would have been that fine body of work, because we know he doesn't like to show off the chassis. So it must have been the dance. Not any dance. Lukey can do it. If Lukey would stand up. Come on, Lukey, get up. Show us Wade's dance. Wade loves to dance. And dance he can like Mick Jagger on acid.
When Wade dances, he'll repeat this move, so it's only funny when it's repeated. And he'll
Got some tunes?
I don't know music. But he gets the fingers moving, and he points, and then and he'll do it again. That's Wade's dance move.
Now, we've all seen tonight that Wade is the consummate romantic. Now, for us normal blokes, and when my wife read this, she said, yeah, sure. The occasional dinner, flowers and the odd night out would exceed expectations, and if you might meet my wife, exceed is the exact word. Not Wade. From day one, there was limos, overseas trips, interstate dinners, hotels, and aren't we all glad we got married first? So when Wade said he was headed to Hawaii, I knew an engagement was on the cards. As soon as he got back, I got on the blower and to find out how it went. Mate, it was perfect. I had a private yacht. Dolphins danced off the bow. This is not a word of the lie. The sunset was gorgeous, and we had the most spectacular view of the fireworks. Not really dissimilar to anyone else's engagement, really, eh? But Wade did write the book, 50 Shades of Wade. So I said to him, mate, the engagement went perfectly. I said, was she surprised? He came back and he went, yes. And he was deadly silent. He says, mate, I think I've made a rod from my own back. When I asked Adele why she was surprised, she just said, I just thought that's what you always did. I said, mate, it's like Chinese domestic policy. Start low, keep giving, give a little bit more, and people will always live in hope, and there will be no uprising. When Wade and Adele started planning the wedding, Wade asked me in front of Adele how much Beck paid for a wedding dress. God help me.
Lie.
Well, I came out and said, about 4,500. And Wade, short and sharp, straight back at me. 4,500, mate? You're supposed to be my best man. Beck quickly chimed in, that was 7 years ago. You could probably add a couple of grand to that. So thus came my first and only piece of advice to Wade, because I am the expert in marriage. It is one of the most important days of her life. Let her choose the dress and the chimmy-choos that say I do. Now Wade, as you heard, is blessed with two of the most caring and lovable parents, Noreen and Ken. I mean, they have to be. They let him move back in again and again and again. And from memory, I believe Anne and Dougie actually even resided at your place for a while.
And in a few weeks' time.
Mate, today is more than a wedding day. It marks the first day of a new generation of the Stronks. Late nights out are going to become late nights in. Interval training will be replaced to the string across the room the first time the baby's breathing alarm goes off because you've dialed it up to super sensitive. But rest in the comfort, my friend, that some things will stay the same. There will be still the cries of, "Darling, where's my hair straightener? Where you left it, Wade?" You know it don't you? Yeah. There's police academy going on over here. We're going to stay here for a little bit longer. Give me another 5. Do these jeans make my ass look big? No dear, how about the guns? But mate, there is one thing you do have to learn when you have kids. SC, shall column, is not an appropriate choice for I Spy.
Yes, it isn't.
It's not. It was a long story. We were going home and Wade was playing I Spy with little Sienna, and poor Sienna couldn't get it. Now, research shows, and I was reading this just a couple of days ago, that only 30% of couples consummate their marriage for each other on their wedding night. Mate, my fellow groomsmen and I have got this far. The rest is up to you. Wade and Adele, I wish you both the most fabulous life together and look forward to our families growing up together and keeping the tradition together. To Wade and Adele, everybody.
Okay, bear with me for a second as I take all this in. You know, there are some moments in life that you wish time could slow down. Then there are those very rare moments in life that wish time could stop and last forever. This is one such moment, Adele. You look amazing. So, but first and foremost, on behalf of my wife and I would like to thank a few people for their special contributions tonight. Doug and my mum for their wonderful speeches just now. I know all too well how daunting public speaking can be, so I'd like to thank you. You've done such an amazing job. I'd like to thank Anne and Doug Baker for accepting me into the family so willingly. You have both been so supportive and I've never once made feel unwelcome. You've been just amazing.
No worries, mate.
Over the past few years, I've felt part of the Baker family, and I look forward to that relationship strengthening even more over time. They say a father will always hold the key to a daughter's heart. Maybe the prince that Adele has always been searching for, but I understand, Doug, you'll always be the king. I promise to keep your daughter safe, love her with all my heart, and be true to her for all our days together. I'd like to thank my mum and dad. A son could not wish for better parents. The person you see standing up here tonight is a direct reflection of your amazing upbringing, so I thank you very much. I don't say it near enough, but I say it with all my heart tonight, Mum and Dad, I do love you very much. I'd like to thank my Nana, who over the past 10 plus years, I've had dinner with once a fortnight. It means a great deal to have Nana here tonight to celebrate this most special time in my life. I would like to thank my best man and my 3 groomsmen, Adam, Luke, and Aiden. As we grow up, we realise it becomes less important to have more friends and more important to have real friends, and real friends you all are. Guys, I really have appreciated your support for years now, but especially over the last few months, despite nearly killing me at the Bucks do.
Or Adele nearly killing the groomsmen.
I would like to thank the matron of honour and 3 bridesmaids, Hannah, Alicia, Leah and Amy. Wow, you all look amazing. Adele certainly couldn't have made it this far without your constant assistance and much needed advice. I'm told the Hen's Day was one of the best days of Adele's life. Apart from the day she met me, of course.
Yeah, oh yeah.
For those that know me, know that I'm a very structured and systematic person.
No.
So the role of MC was a very calculated decision. In the end, it was a logical choice. Leanne spoke. What an outstanding job you have done so far. Adele and I certainly do thank you from the bottom of our heart. Great job. I'd like to thank all the guests for sharing our special day, especially those guests that have had to travel great distances to join our celebration. I would like to pay an extra special thank you to Michelle Ross for creating the beautiful hairpiece that Adele wears today. A special thank you also to Daniel Ruffle and Karen Barber for their wonderful readings at the ceremony. And last but not least, Emma Thompson and Stacey Donovan for their poems to be read following these speeches later in the night. So look forward to that. Now, my stunning wife. They say good things come to those that wait, and I've certainly waited longer than most. However, the wait has led me to this very moment, so it is true what they say, patience is indeed a virtue. Adele, when I look at you, I see a beautiful, gentle soul comprised of compassion, commitment and love. I see a person that strives for success. I see a person that pursues their passion with vigour and dedication. I see a person that inspires me, a person that I look up to and admire. When I look at you, Adele, I see perfection. I see my life and an amazing future about to unravel. I understand marriage is not just a happily ever after. It takes work and a commitment to grow together and a willingness to continually invest in creating something that can last a lifetime. So, before all our family and friends here tonight, and in addition to our vows, I pledge the following. I'll endeavour never to take you for granted. When I ask you to marry me, I promise to be the man that would own your heart, and I plan to fiercely protect it. As hard as it is for me, I'll endeavour to forgive immediately and focus on the future rather than carrying weight from the past. I promise to allow you to just be. We guys know the female spirit is like a storm. It rolls in and it rolls out. When you're sad or upset, grumpy or angry, I promise to be not judgmental or run away. I'll hold you and let you know it's okay. I'll be the pillar on which you can lean. And above all, I may not be able to give you the world, but I'll give you my world. My heart, my soul, my hopes and dreams, and everything else that's contained within it. Adele, my heart has truly just awoken over the past 3 years, and it still skips a beat every time I see you. I finally know... I finally know what it means when people refer to the term true love. So now I ask all our family and friends here tonight to charge their glasses and please all be upstanding. Please all join me as I raise my glass to my beautiful bride, the one I admire, the one I love. To the bride. Thank you,
Well
Ray.
done, Wade.
Well done, Wade. Everybody give it up for Wade. Beautiful, beautiful speech.
So, to the incredibly in love, beautiful and very hot couple, a love letter from Beethoven. Be calm. Only by a calm consideration of our existence can we achieve our purpose to live together. Be calm. Love me today and yesterday. What tearful longings for you. You who are my life, my all. Oh, continue to love me. Never misjudge me, the most faithful heart of your beloved, ever thine, ever mine.